A little bit. There we go. This is your daily financial news. It is Sunday, January 2nd. Yes, folks, one day of 2022 already over. We're on to day two. So, what I want to do here when we talk about the daily financial news, kind of give you a quick snapshot of what I see going into the week. And of course, the big number of the week comes out Friday. It's kind of interesting. It seems like most of the big numbers come out on Friday. That's the economic news. Sometimes it's Wednesday when it's real estate oriented. But the big number this week is going to be on Friday, and I am going to ask for audience participation. You and I are going to guesstimate, predict, fortune cookie it, whatever you want. But we are going to do this together. And you know what? We are going to see who is right, and we will give that person props Friday morning. The jobs number comes out on Friday. This, of course, is how many jobs were created in the month of December. Just for reference, when you start to guess or anticipate, November jobs number, the last month we've got for was 210,000. I do believe that was below expectations. And just in case you wanted to think about last year, last December we created 145,000 jobs. So what I'm going to do here, if you just want to do a simple over-under, where am I going to put it? I'm going to put the over-under at 350. 350,000 jobs created in the month of December. What are you personally going to take? Are you going to take the over or the under? I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm going to take the under this time. I am one who has usually taken the over, but it just jumped in my head literally as I was saying this. I'm going to go 287. For whatever reason, 287. So again, 287 will be more than November. It will be more than last December, but it will be over under our 350. And I have no idea where that 287 came from. I'm the guy who usually picks the over, but I don't know. We'll see. I think I got, was it November I got right? No, I think it was September. I nailed it within 1,000. So we'll see. Again, over under, audience participation, leave comments. Comments. I love all the ones that are coming through on these little chat boxes or whatever you call these. And if you want to do over, under, great. If you want to get really part of the process, throw a number out there. And then maybe Friday morning, we'll go back and see who nailed the number. Other things we got to talk about is we are still suffering flight cancellations. You know, this started, I guess, seemingly a week ago. I just saw this morning that at least another 1,900 flights are being canceled. Obviously, this is weather-oriented, even air traffic control-oriented, and of course, flight attendants, pilots, co-pilots. A lot of struggle and stress going on today in the travel business. However, what I do is I go, where else might this be impacting that we won't see today, right? It's very easy when the pilot doesn't show up, we get a cancellation the next day, or we get a cancellation, but you and I see it the next day. The thing that I am thinking about is what else is going on. Auto manufacturers, are the assembly lines shutting down? Are, I don't know, food processing shutting down? Are we just repeating what happened in, the first and the second and the third and the endless waves? And are we going to be surprised when we hear about supply chain issues in a few weeks? I don't know. It seems to be pretty repetitive. I don't know why we don't see this stuff coming, but that's what I am thinking about today. Looks like the Chinese property market is going to have its toughest month yet, January. Bloomberg put out an awesome article where at the end they started summarizing all of the coupon payments due in January. And folks, I stopped counting at 40. Right? Bloomberg article. It talked about these property developers have nearly $200 billion in wages to pay. They have seemingly $100 billion, again, in coupon payments. These are payments that we know about. Remember the off-balance sheet that we started to see? Yeah, I think some more of that is out there. And then don't forget, they got to pay the suppliers, right? So this is just another example that cash flow is the most important but never discussed metric for companies, but also people. That was a big discussion yesterday in our live stream. Every family has a cash flow statement. Lots of us talk about net worth. Some of us talk about income. I get asked all the time, what is wealthy? Is wealthy $1 million, $3 million, $5 million, $10 million? Is it an income? Is it six figures? Is it 250? Is it 500? Folks, neither one of those numbers are interesting to me. None, neither one. It is cash flow. In my course, Get Your Money Right, we do an example of three people, and the person that makes the least amount of money is rich and wealthy. I think in the example, they make 50 grand a year, but they live comfortably. I think in that example, we have somebody making 200 grand a year and is broke. It's not, stop thinking net worth, stop thinking income. Think either disposable income or think cash flow. I wish, and the reason people don't talk about it, nobody really does the work. It is often the most, it is how companies go bankrupt. It is how people go bankrupt. You want to know how millionaires go bankrupt? It's because their cash flow sucks. You can be a multi-millionaire and go broke because of cash flow. So again, watch out for that. Again, Friday jobs number is going to be important. I think I'm taking 350 is the over under and 287 is my number. I have no idea why that came about. Curious. I think the Las Vegas Consumer Electronics Show starts this week. It's either this week or next. I'm curious, anybody on the channel going to CES? Or you just attending virtually or not going because you don't want to? Just curious, anybody going? It seems like Vegas conferences are back, which would be good for the community. I think I'm talking to Brian Lebo this week. I know I am actually. When is that? Wednesday. I'm talking to Brian on Wednesday, so that should be good. Don't know if you saw this, but IKEA has finally given up. They are raising prices 9%. They can't eat margin anymore, things of that nature. Folks, remember to do me a personal favor. We got 46 people watching, 15 thumbs up. I need thumbs up. I need interaction. I need subscriptions. We are going to help 1 million people on this channel. I'm going to continue to do the work daily, but you need to help me share, invite others, share on Facebook groups, Bigger Pockets, things of that nature. I would greatly appreciate it. Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. I got to ask, how do you get a cool nickname, Mr. Wonderful? That's a pretty cool nickname. Anyways, CNBC did a summary of all the great interviews that Kevin O'Leary did, or Mr. Wonderful, and these were kind of the 4 takeaways. Hey, Sonny, how are you? So Sonny wanted to come up and say Happy New Year. There he is. I always forget. He, she. Anyways, sorry. Mr. Wonderful. 1, take care of yourself. This is an important one. This is one that I am jumping on. Again, something that I'm doing now is I'm actually doing a daily discipline where I'm journaling. This is something I have never done. I'm journaling about my health, and I'm journaling about one rental at a time using my notebooks. This is something I picked up from the best investor in Fresno. I'm 2 days in. It feels kind of different, as it should. I've never done it. But yeah, take care of yourself. See what you're doing. Invest in yourself, all of that. 2, talk about money. This was a big one. I didn't know Mr. Wonderful put this out there, but I was so happy he did. We have to talk about money more. That is a big part of my $99 course, Get Your Money Right. Have the discussions. See what is going on. It is vital. Also, talk to the next generation. I have admitted many times that one of my greatest regrets is the fact that we did not talk about money more with Teresa. We kind of shielded her from our sacrifice, our needs and wants. We wanted her to have a better life than we had, but we should have talked about money more. And then 4, if you're going to have a W-2, focus. Don't job hop. Don't bounce around. It feels good today, right? Changing jobs. But if you do it too often, you're changing jobs every 90 days. When the economy gets soft, that will bite you in the butt, just so you know. A couple of things when I think about 2021, now that I've had time to kind of look back, I think 2021 was a year of distractions. I think the media is to blame. I think other content creators are to blame. People are doing things that they're doing things that are good for them, but not good for us. Lots of distractions, lots of fear. Something I also believe, and now I feel good about, is the path to a better life really hasn't changed, whether that's a better healthy life, better financial life, better relationships. It really is the Atomic Habits. If you haven't read that book, that was one of the books I read in 2021. I think I read it in January. It was really good. Getting 1% better, do the work, all the things that we talk about here, really important. If you're in a hole, stop digging, right? Own what's going on, right? If you're in a financial mess, own that. If you're in a health mess, own that. If you're in a toxic relationship, own that. And then look to, make tomorrow better. You can't fix yesterday. It's already gone. Go about finding, going forward. A big one that I did not appreciate until I started getting more and more notes from all of you is some of us, including me, you need to mind your network. You need to get around new people. One of the things that I am very focused on now is the Facebook group that comes with my course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. Keeping that positive, keeping people winning, keeping people just celebrating each other because their wins are not my losses. It's amazing. That is something that I'm going to continue to work on and promote. And some of you need to get out of this. Some of you want to be out of the stands. Some of you are out of the stands on the floor, right? Players, spectators. But what you're doing, you're on the floor. You made the commitment. Shoot, maybe you spent $300 and bought the course. What are you doing? You're looking up in the stands to see your friends and waving at them. They're going to pull you back. You can't pull them out, but they can pull you back. That is something I've seen over and over and over again. If you've made the decision, you spent $300, you're on the floor, do yourself a favor, start doing the work, and then join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is called One Rental at a Time Works. Introduce yourself, get uncomfortable, tell people your buy box. Start to build that other network that will keep you on the floor. If you are on the floor, you spent the money, and then you look up at your friends and wave, they're going to make fun of you. They're going to pull you back. Why? Don't waste the money. You've already spent it. Now just do the work, okay? And then lastly, when people were talking about 2022, a lot of people are hopeful. I am hopeful as well. 2022 has to be better than the last 2 years. I'm going to continue to do the work. I'm going to continue to give you daily content. My millionaires will come back every day to give you content. I need you to help. We need to get more and more people to realize that being positive, doing the work, owning where we are and improving is a big deal. So that's what I've got for you today. A couple of quick things. First and foremost, I should be interviewing Laura Morby at 8 o'clock this morning. I have not gotten confirmation. If you don't know, Laura is near the tail end of her pregnancy, so it's a chance that this will not happen. If it doesn't, I've already got a couple of things lined up. One, I have uncovered a yearly income and expense report for a 10-unit building, so I can record that and show you all the income month by month by month. So you can look at. Lots of you have asked, hey, what's it like owning a small apartment? I will show you that. I'm working on a Gen Z retirement thing. I've been invited to speak to I think it's an MBA class of 25-year-olds about finances. So I'm putting that together. So you'll get some content from me today. Hopefully it's Laura. If it's not, I will fill in the gaps some way. So again, remember, One Rental at a Time is back for you daily. I own that, but you need to help me. Subscribe, comment, invite your friends to join, tag me on Instagram, all of that good stuff. Take care. Bye-bye.